Hi there, my name is Nate Griffin. I'm a Senior Technical Specialist with 10X Engineered Materials, and today I'm going to be showing you how to optimize the blast pot for using 10X Engineered Abrasives. First thing you're going to want to do is load in your abrasive. We've already done that here. Before you even move on to the next step and start fiddling with the metering valve, we have another step we want you to do. That's measuring pressure at the nozzle. Now there's one correct way to do that, and that's with a needle gauge. If you're measuring your pressure at the compressor or at the pot, it's not accurately telling you what your blaster is actually getting at the nozzle. So take your needle gauge and get as close to the nozzle as possible, but stay out of their way. Typically 10 to 15 feet back is usually appropriate. Once you do, you want to take your needle gauge and you want to insert it in the same direction as the abrasive is flowing. Once it's inserted, let the blaster continue to blast for about 30 seconds to a minute. That gives them enough time to get the system fully loaded and for the pressure to stabilize out. Once it's stabilized out, get your reading. You want to be at a minimum of 100 psi for standard blasting operations. We recommend being at 110 psi or higher to get the most optimal performance from 10X abrasives. After you've got your reading, go ahead and just pull it back out. That's all you have to do. It's quite simple. Once you can confirm that your blaster is blasting with at least 100 psi or preferably 110 or higher, we can move on to the next step, which is the step we're really caring about. That's adjusting the metering valve. Now, this might sound crazy, and it might take a little bit longer than normal, but what we like you to do is take the metering valve and close it all the way till it's fully shut. For some, that means there's a visual position indicator that'll say 0. For others, that means just turning the knob or the handle all the way until it's fully closed. Once your blaster is no longer getting any abrasive out of the nozzle, then we can start. I like to start with a full turn and keep doing full turns one at a time until the blaster can confirm that at least a little bit of abrasive is coming out. This will be the underfed position. You'll typically see this by low dust, which is great, but also very low speed. From here, we're going to start making very small adjustments. I like to start at quarter turn adjustments. For us, that's one full turn because we started here. A second full turn is typically when you'll start to get abrasive coming out of it with these types of valves here. Now, like I said, we're going to do quarter turns from here. So I'll contact my blaster and let him know that he now has a quarter turn more. I'll communicate with my blaster and ask him how the blasting is going. If he's getting more speed and the dust isn't seeming to increase, then we'll continue going up. We'll continue going at quarter turns at a time until the blaster confirms that he's reached a speed where he's getting plenty of speed and the turns aren't seeming to give him any more speed. For most valves like this, it's typically a 2 to 3 on the visual position indicator or somewhere between 2 and 5 turns open on actual turns. Once you have that, you don't want to go any further. Going any further might give you more abrasive, and that might seem like you're going to do more work, but it's actually counterproductive. All that extra abrasive is going to slow you down. It means that there's less air to move the particles along, and that air is what gives you speed, and it's speed that does the work. So finding that optimal spot, 2 to 3 on your visual indicator, or 2 to 5 turns open, somewhere in that range, is where we want you to be. Don't go above that, and you'll start to get overfed. You'll notice the overfeeding by 2 things. 1, your hose will start to chug. You'll actually be able to see abrasive slugs coming out. And second, there'll be massive amounts of dust in the air. You want to avoid both of those. When a blaster is finely tuned, there will be no chugging, there will be a consistent stream and a full pattern on the surface. Dust will also be minimized because 10X abrasives are very low dust. And that's really all there is to it. It's really quite simple. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us at www.10xem.com, where one of our technical support analysts can help you. Thank you and have a great day.